Hello, my beautiful life path number 7. Welcome to your tarot path for 2025. Yes, I'm doing this for every number. I was asked about a month ago if I would be doing the yearlies, and I decided to do them. I'm now at 7, my beautiful chariots. It doesn't mean that I won't be posting every week. I will be. This is a snapshot view of your energies for 2025. What I've been telling the other numbers is that this is fantastic because even if there's some pull and push energy coming in, the fantastic thing is it's letting you know what's coming and how it can help you move forward, okay? In this case, though, my sevens, I think this is a reading of, I'm going to say this, that you probably know the stuff that's pulling and pushing at you. But I think Spirit wants you to do more than know. You know, we oftentimes say, oh, this and this and this, and we go, I know. I know it's wrong. I know it's up, but you know. And I think they're saying as long as you stay stuck in that, but you know, nothing's ever going to change. So you need to be really truthful to yourself and decide to do something about it. The one thing that I love is the advice that they're giving this year is community for you. In other words, there's other people around you who are willing to help. You see it a few times being shown here as other people coming in to help, okay? So just remember that sometimes we think we have to face things alone, but we do have some people who would be very willing to help us through hard times, okay? So I'm going to take a look at the cards. I do these ahead of time, and I usually write notes. I didn't. I saw this, and it was kind of clear to me what was coming in. Plus, the oracle cards kind of nailed that in pretty deep. The first card that comes in is usually your energy that you present yourself with, and this has to do with a lot of isolation, and that's why I said that it went from isolation to community. So I know that Spirit is saying you're doing a lot of things alone when you shouldn't be, or you think you should be doing it alone, or bearing it alone when there is help. Okay, the Five of Pentacles is a card of there's a sanctuary there, but nobody is noticing that the lights are on and you could go in and get shelter. So that is just one of the messages that is coming in. She is walking towards the Emperor and the Hierophant. First of all, I'm thinking that there's a very masculine energy involved. Okay, I usually don't say that, but I feel that there's a masculine energy involved. Could be yours, could be theirs. When we are feminine trying to be masculine, that means we're trying to take control of something, or there may be masculine energy who's trying to take control of us and we're letting them, you know, so there's that dynamic coming in for me. So please pay attention to that, because that's how the beginning of the year, and it just leads to more communication problems, misunderstandings, not really understanding, okay? However, from then on, things start to change, and I feel that this is the opportunity that comes in for you, my chariots. I feel that the Page of Wands comes in saying, here's something new. Here's a new energy that you can, new idea, new situation for you, okay? I don't know, it's because, you know, being fed up of being in this situation, and there is the card of round and round, which is the only place you will find your number in this reading is 25, okay, which is 7. So your chariot is going round and round and round. It's obvious here, okay, right here. But I think whatever it is that incites you to find something new, which is usually the case, we get into a situation where we are so not well that we have to break through. This is the breakthrough. And then there's speed involved. And then that's when you start having all these people involved. Now, what I love here is I'm going to get to that as well, I see an Ace of Wands surrounded by 2 new energies, one of imagination and one of growth. I love this. I love this for you in the year that's coming up. And you're finishing off with the card of the Hermit, the insight. That is the year number. We're going into the year of the Hermit. 2 + 0 + 2 plus 5 is 9. So we are going into the Hermit year. By the way, while I'm still thinking about it, remember you have a year number as well as your life path number. So in 2025, you switch up to a new year number. So take 2025, your month of birth, your month and day of birth, not the year. The year is the year 2025. You add them up as you would like your life path, and it'll give you your year number. Now, little note on that is that you don't whittle it down to the smallest number. If it's like mine is going to be 14, and in the major arcana you have 1 to 22, 22 being the Fool who's 0, but 1 to 22 that you can use as your year number. So if any of those end up, that's your year number, and you get to use, you can utilize all of that energy, okay? So here we go here. I got distracted here, but let's go. In this case, it's the community card coming in, and you have like help from either people that you've known for a very long time or partnerships with people that you get along with, okay? So let's read a little bit of the oracle cards, which is spiritual guidance to help you. Again, this is a snapshot, not an entire reading, okay? It's saying that the energies that are going to come in and what you might be struggling with. But I love these because they kind of tell you, or they help you. Knowing is half the battle, is what I've always been told. And it's true. If you know what you have to defeat, you can better prepare. Okay? So the spiral quality of events when a lesson isn't quite integrated, and I feel this here. I feel that this you've been doing for a while. It's not just at the beginning of this year, of the 2025. I think that this has been a recurring theme. And I think round and round is very accurate. Okay, there is something that you have been going round and round about. It may not be all aspects of your life. It may be just something in your life. Okay. The spiral quality of events when a lesson isn't quite integrated. Cycles you are challenged to break. Revisiting a pattern from a new perspective. Yeah. That's the other part that's coming in too, is that sometimes you look at things and you see them the way you want to see them. And when somebody is telling you that it's something different, you're not listening. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. I've done this one myself, where somebody is telling you a direct message and you go, no, I see it a different way. It's like you spin it so that it sounds like something different, but you still end up with this kind of messed up energy in the end, okay? So the appearance of this card is a reminder that although it may appear that you've gone backward, the truth is that you're standing at a higher level. Looking down at your circumstances, you will learn something, do something better, and break a cycle set up in the past. You actually have a bird's eye view of your initial footprints and can access the wisdom and lessons learned. I love that. So they're saying you've always had the access to it, and I'm pretty sure you know, okay? You know, whatever the situation is, big or small. It could be something just annoying that's been constantly being repeating, okay? But big or small, could be big too, could be something that you are repeating constantly and it's making you miserable. And it brought in a lot of stuff in your life, okay? To cope with the situation. You do things to cope with. And you've just been thinking it's, it's just because, it's just because of the situation right now. Yeah, there's that. So you have community, number 8. Let's take a look here at what is available for you, okay? Belonging, being seen and understood by others, like-minded connections, a sense of family and friendship. I love that right here. This could also be people to help you, okay? This is like imagination and knowledge, but it could also be people who are there to help you. Okay, knowing your place in the world. So this card signals a new affiliation with a group. So this could be a new affiliation, okay? Human are social creatures, and we need to know we are useful to our families and communities. In a community, everyone has an important function and feels I matter. Membership in this group provides a sense of belonging, a kinship, and a purpose that comes from working together for the greater fulfillment of all. Perhaps you're part of a spiritual community or an artistic one. Perhaps you are in learning community, here we go, learning, where you share your love of education, love, right here, okay? Regardless of its form or focus, your community brings you joy. You will be inspired by it and want to contribute to it. Your contribution may be as small as showing up or large as becoming its leader. No matter your position in the group, your presence is needed. I love this. I absolutely love this. I feel that this is going to give you a greater sense of purpose. And you know, I'm going to tell you something. I feel like my father used to tell me this all the time, and it's coming back to me right now, which is kind of special. I just dreamt about him last night. Tell me who you hang around with, and I tell you who you are. This is something he used to tell me all the time, because he used to tell me to pick my friends carefully. Because when you're young, you kind of hang out with anybody. And he says, people will judge you by the friends you hang out with. So tell me who your friends are, and I'll tell you who you are, right? Because your friends are beyond your family. Your friends are like your greatest asset. So I've always picked my friends carefully, at least in the latter part of my life. And this is saying that if you hang around with artistic and a community that feeds your soul, that's who you're going to be. You're going to be somebody whose soul is fed and loved and cared for, my beautiful sevens, okay? I've really enjoyed doing these beautiful readings for all the numbers. They've been very profound and lovely. I think they offer some great help. I highly suggest that you save this in a playlist of some sort. And when something comes up like this, feeling stuck or isolated, that you come back to it and you pull something out of it to move yourself forward and into an empowered position. I feel that these readings are really trying to say that you have the power to change your life. You have the power at any point to just turn the page and say, I'm going somewhere different now. And I feel that if any reading is saying that, this one is, okay, for 2025. It is showing me that you have the ability to turn the page and do it and be successful and end up isolated, but isolated with a purpose by the end of the year. The Hermit is an isolationist card. It's a card of introspection. He's a cave dweller, right? He goes in and he kind of hides away, but he gets terribly wonderful insight. And I think that that's what's needed here. Not just feeling alone and isolated, but sometimes just taking that isolation and getting immense introspection. Use the tools that are being offered energetically in 2025 to have your best year yet. Okay? That's it for me, and that's it for you, my beautiful sevens. I will be here every week. I will try to help with guidance, energetic, and help you forward. I am so enjoying these tarot paths. They are so profoundly beautiful, and I hope that you've enjoyed it too. Take care of yourself, and I will see you next week. Bye for now.